All right, Ralph here, Boricua Sense. This episode is brought to you in part by the good folks at Torombolo. And today, well, I should say tonight, because it's evening. We're gonna do the week's roundup. We're gonna talk about that fragrances that I wore this week, and these. It's a some stuff is fairly new, some is brand new, and some is ancient. Stay tuned. All right, excuse me. Drinking my cafe. Now, the weather in this week here in Georgia, as the Christmas song, what is it? Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Yeah, you're talking about low 40s in the mornings, high 70s in the afternoon, which makes it a bit challenging to decide what to wear that's gonna survive the cold and not be too cloying in the heat. So these actually work very well, might say. So started Monday. Um, what was it? The 6th? Yeah, I think it's the 6th, April 6th. Monday. This is by Paris Corners. Mosh Apple Teeny. Now, I've never worn this one before in the warm. I couldn't tell you how warm it got, but it got warm in the afternoon, and this is just awesome. If you like, this is inspired by what is it, by Killian's Apple on the Rocks. Let's see, something along those lines. If the internet would cooperate. Oh, Apple Brandy on the Rocks. We miss you. I never smelled it, but all I know is that this is killer. If you like that green apple smell, and no, it's got not one thing to do with the green one that everybody likes. I'm gonna put the picture here. I can't remember the name right now. It doesn't smell like that. Um, this is spicy green apple with, with a spicy dry down. This is this is awesome. This is killer. Mosh Apple Teeny. All right, Tuesday. Tuesday we went by, to me, one of the coolest bottles I've seen in a long time. And this is by Emperor under, I guess, sub-brand Le Chemeux. This is Arabia Heroes. Now, this is heavily inspired by, was it Versace Eros, the EDT. There is nothing EDT about this. This blasted the shift. This is killer. If you like that DNA, but as you know, the Versace Eros just lacks the performance. Well, I mean, on me, it doesn't last for shit. If it lasts a long time on you, great. But on me, it doesn't, and this does. So if you like that DNA and you want to get this, it's a lot cheaper and a lot better. Arabia Heroes. All right, Wednesday. This is one of the more recent finds or additions to the collection. This has been around a while now, and they're now being made available at discounters. This is by Macamalou and Jen Sense. This is South Slope. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is not a beast. This is not a monster. But I got between 5-6 hours. I went back home during my lunch break and I reapplied pretty much the same spots I did, which got me through the shift. So I can't complain too much. This is just a super safe, good presentation, good bottle, great atomizer, great scent for the office. I wore it Wednesday because we had a meeting and we had to be, at the office early, and so I didn't want to wear. I didn't want to wear something that was just going to be too powerful. That's still be too much for the folks. We were going to be in a small room, so I'm like, I'm going to go with something safe, which is against my religion. But nonetheless, it gave me a chance to test this one, and I enjoy it. I just wish it lasted a little bit longer, but nonetheless, South Slope. All right, Thursday. This was the biggest surprise of the week. Not only does this smell amazing, but it lasted the whole shift and then some, and this is just an amazing fragrance. This is, I'm not sure what the house is, but this is Cafu or Cafu. Don't know how you call it. But this is inspired by Allure Home Edition Blanc. Chanel, some overly priced nonsense, which let's just go ahead and I'll just call this what it is. What this is. This is basically photorealistic lemon with lime and vanilla, but it's not a heavy vanilla that you're gonna be thinking that this goes strictly for the winter. No, you can wear the winter, of course. I'm planning on it, but this stuff smells so good. I don't have anything in my collection that smells like this, and this is unbelievable. I am so glad that I got this. God, this is killer. And you know, this is straight out of the bottle because I only had it for maybe a couple of days before I decided to just wear it, and I'm glad I did because this is unbelievably awesome. So if you can get this, I would blind buy this because I did, and it was incredible. Cafu or Cafu. And today, Friday, I once again the weather today sucked like it has all week long. I think it was 41 this morning, and then this afternoon it was 76, 77, but it felt warmer. I wanted something that was going to be a guaranteed fury, and I picked this one because yesterday I blind bought a cheap fragrance from English Laundry called London. It was sealed, and I'm like, I have several by English Laundry, and they're killer. Get in the car, spray it, and I'm like, oh good lord, this is Creed Aventus all day long. Well, behold, went with the, as we call in Spanish countries, La Bestia Negra, this black beast, Club de Nuit Intense Man. And this bad boy got me some compliments because this thing is just so unbelievable. Now, I went light on the sprays on this because, as you know, this is a killer. This is a monster. I only went 16 sprays, but nonetheless, which is less than I typically do because I usually do more. But I went with 16, and it was perfect. All day long, I was catching whiffs, in and out of my car, in and out, and I was still catching whiffs of this. And up until recently, I was in a treadmill, and this started coming out again. Just perfect. So yeah, Club de Nuit Intense Man, you cannot go wrong. They got all these other flankers. Oh, they toned down that opening because it's so harsh, and oh my goodness, my nostrils, whatever. This is just some man shit right here. So yeah, Club de Nuit Intense Man. There you have it. This week's fragrance roundup, and we'll be talking more this weekend because there's some stuff coming in and some stuff that did come in that I want to talk about. But yeah, till the next time. Later.